Lara Croft has had many iterations throughout the years, moving through at least 3 different eras. So, there's a lot of different visions on who Lara Croft is, right? Some say she's strong, cool and athletic. Others say Lara is empath, caring and emotional. So today, I'm here to tell you my opinion on how Lara, the Lara Croft in each game is. So without any further ado, here's every version of Lara Croft ranked worst to best. Number 15, the Game Boy versions. I mean, it's ranked last for a reason, there's not much to say here. These Laras are called Lara Croft, and that's pretty much the only thing Lara in them. So, let's move on. Number 14, Lara Croft GO. It is a better game than the Game Boy versions, but still no actual personality here. Lara Croft GO, away. Bye. Number 13, Tomb Raider Chronicles. Best way to describe this version of Lara in this game? I would say that this is Mission Impossible Lara. Spoiler alert, Lara actually died in the game before this. Some folks say that this game is in the end of the original era, but I wouldn't even say that. Chronicles, it's his own thing, and that thing is Chronicle Diarrhea. The game consists mainly of 3 characters telling the stories about Lara, which means this game's Lara isn't really her. She's someone else's idea of Lara Croft, therefore, here we go, number 13. Number 12, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. Which Lara is this? I mean, it can only be the co-op spin-off sequel Lara, right? The game is a sequel to the spin-off. Better than the worst Lara so far, but only just. I guess for not being a mobile game, makes this Lara feel a little bit more legit, but that's all. Number 11th, Tomb Raider 2013. Which Lara is this? I would say it's the crying reboot Lara. The reboot features the youngest version of the character, so the absence of most of the traits that makes Lara the Lara Croft that we know could be excused as inexperience, right? And that's what really the developers wanted. You can clearly see the attempt here to write a new character, one more gritty, rounded and realistic, but it comes with the cost of her established personality and fails to offer enough of these new directions for me to even say, that's what young Lara looked like before. Instead, all I can think about is,
who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Additionally, she doesn't even raid tombs, so hell no, the protagonist is definitely not a Lara Croft. Number 10th, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Which Lara is this? The co-op spin-off Lara, of course. Like the Temple of Osiris, Guardian of Light features little narrative and therefore it might consider itself lucky to be here. It gets points ahead of Osiris for being first and taking the risk. It also fulfills a part of Lara's character some versions forget far too often. She actually raids tombs. Number 9, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Which Lara is this? The most recent one. I don't hate the most recent Tomb Raider era, but I don't see all that much Lara in it. I really like Shadow, but in my opinion, the worst thing about the game is Lara's personality. Man, in Shadow she was supposed to become this badass archaeologist we know from the previous games, but instead, all we had was an insecure and uncool Lara who still loves the bow and arrow more than the dual pistols. How is this possible? Come on. Number 8, Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. Which Lara is this? The Gothic Lara, of course. What else? Even though this is one of my favorite versions of Lara, I just can't put this Lara higher on this list. The game was horrible, but not only that, even though Lara is great here, we finished the game without establishing a new direction for the character. Would she have become the more calculated killer, or would she just be more like Nathan Drake and be funny as hell? I don't know, Anyways, I think it's a little bit too late now, and sure, leather looks good on Lara, but she never seems that comfortable wearing it, so it is what it is. She stays at number 8. Number 7, Tomb Raider Anniversary. Which Lara is this? The remake of the very first one. If you know me, you'll know that I love this game, but personality-wise, it is pretty much Lara from the original game. I mean, this Lara freshes out some of the dialogue and stuff like that, but nothing that new to even come close to the impactful way the original Lara introduced herself on the original game. Number 6, Tomb Raider Underworld. Which Lara is this? The grappling hook Lara. Like Anniversary, Underworld is part of the second timeline, but it's an original game rather than a remake, and it brings more new ideas on Lara to the table. She looks good, she has a familiar, strong personality, she's sassy, and interactions with her teammates is really strong. So I believe this Lara is close to what I feel a Lara Croft should be, personally and physically wise. Number 5, Tomb Raider The Last Revelation. Which Lara is this? The one where she dies in the end, of course. Last Revelation Lara is a great Lara. We play as young Lara to find out her roots, and then we play as a Lara with a personality that really fleshes out in this game. Lara loses some of her easygoing nature in becoming a more focused adventurer, but it is a great shift that I could easily see her doing. The game focused more on Werner van Croy's story, which was nice because at this point, being the 4th game in the franchise, we really know already what to expect from Lara and her personality, and focusing in someone else while still have Lara there doing what she does best was a great move from the developers, I believe. Number 4, Tomb Raider 1996. Which Lara is this? The first one, also the one with the T-Rex. The original version of Lara remains one of the strongest, no doubt. This game does have the benefit of having nothing come before to be judged against, but also bears the weight of not only establishing the series, but of launching one of the first major female protagonists in video game history. This Lara mostly avoids the design pitfalls of the other 90s gaming woman and offers a strong foundation to be built upon. For today's standards, the character can seem a little bit basic, but back in 1996, this was something that was never seen before on a video game. Number 3, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Which Lara is this? The one on the Russian mountain. Rise Lara is here because, from the survival timeline, she does look like the closest version of the Lara Croft that I remember. Here Lara isn't constantly fleeing as she is in the 2013 version. It takes place in a single location, so there's still persistent action, which I don't like that much on the Tomb Raider game, but at least this time Lara is in the driver's seat, so she reminded me of the perfect Lara. She shoots down helicopters, scales icy peaks, and even goes toes to toes with a bear. This is much more impressive stuff than being freaking afraid all the time. Furthermore, she starts the game on a snowing mountain, which gave me Tomb Raider 2 vibes right away. Rise offers a fascinating version of Lara, one shaped by trauma, but still kind, still athletic, and she actually raids a tomb or two, so you finally can call this game on the Survivor trilogy a proper Tomb Raider game. So here we go, you got yourself a proper Lara Croft. Number 2, Tomb Raider Legend. Which Lara is this? The Amanda one, of course. Tomb Raider Legend not only brought the series back to life, but brought Lara back to life as well. Not only is a strong candidate for being the best game in the series, it easily offers one of the best Laras around. She travels around the world with style, switching between her classic outfit, a few new looks, and the glamorous cocktail dress. In King Arthur's tomb, she displays her cleverness and Tomb Raider abilities. In Tokyo, She's chic and cool and deadly, and in Bolivia she's a fearless archaeologist. This Lara does stunts and solve puzzles, collect relics and artifacts, and most importantly, she kicks ass while doing it. So that's why she's number 2. Number 1, Tomb Raider 2. Which Lara is this? The Bartola's hideout one, of course. Lara's character in this game is fleshed out well enough to be better than Tomb Raider 1's, and while Tomb Raider 3 and The Last Revelation try to add to it, they struggle to truly build on what Tomb Raider 2 established. This is a way longer game than the first one, and so we get much more time with Lara, which makes you feel that you truly get to know her. It feels like Tomb Raider is the highlight reel, and Tomb Raider 2 is the full performance with longer cutscenes and more screen time devoted to Lara's personality. Tomb Raider 2 set the bar to what Lara Croft really should be. She is suave, cool, athletic, and takes the player on several mini adventures across the globe, as any true Tomb Raider should. She is the essential Lara Croft, the definitive Lara Croft, and the best Lara Croft out there.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
And that's my list of how Lara should be ranked from worst to best. And with that being said, Raiders, I want to hear from you. Tell me, which Lara Croft do you feel is a definitive Lara Croft and why? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now here is the top 3 comments from my last video regarding the latest Tomb Raider rumor. Prodigal Rebel 2062 says, I hope this is true and I want remasters of the classic games. Josh WK5MP says, I really hope we get something this year. I'd even just be happy to have concept art and locations and a teaser of the story direction. If it does come out in 2024, well, it's probably a good time to get a new PC by that point. And Sonic the Hedgehog says, hopefully they've been listening to the fans. If you want your comment to feature on my next Tomb Raider video, please don't be shy and comment down below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you all in our next adventure.